another one of these. So I kind of like this thing. You know, every time there's a roster update, like I make a little update of like what Twitter thinks, basically. But I'm a little late because this roster update came out like a week and a half ago. Laziness. Listen, man, I've always been a little lazy, but at the end of the day, I'll get it done. I promise. Okay. So that's some pretty important topics. There's 5 things that like really important topics I think I need to cover about this, but definitely interesting. All right, so you know, after every time 2K drops a roster update, they show little ratings and they show like on Twitter like what they did, right? So the Association of Fox, I don't know, I'm assuming this, I mean, they're verified, so there must be somebody important. They're like, does Nikola Jokic deserve a higher rating in NBA 2K21? So he's a 95 overall, highest center in the NBA, tied with like Joel Embiid. So obviously, like, hey, that's already like really good. Outside scoring, 94 overall. That's threes, and he's hitting those. Inside scoring, 92, obviously. Playmaking, 83. Rebounding, 82. Athleticism, 79, obviously. And defending, 68. So for the most part, I agree with the defending and the athleticism. And even then, you can put athleticism at like 30. But still, give credit where credit's due. He's doing good, right? But the thing that people are pretty upset about is the rebounds and the playmaking. Dude averages 11 rebounds a game and 8 assists, which leads his team in both categories. And he's in the 80s on both. Let's think about this, okay? Who are the best playmakers in the NBA right now, right? Like, let's just see the NBA leaders. When it comes to rebounds, the leading rebounder, Clint Capella, Rudy Gobert, John Valanciunas, all have at least 13 rebounds every single game, while Nikola Jokic is getting 11 a game. So it's a little less than them, but it's not bad at all. I guarantee you all these players, they'll have about like a 90 rating rebounding. So I can kind of see why they want Joel Embiid to have at least like something in the high 80s, early 90s in rebounding. So I agree with that, right? I think his rebounding should go up. When it comes to playmaking, well, who's leading the league in playmaking? Or I guess assists. We got James Harden and Russell Westbrook both averaging 10 assists a game. And you have Jokic 6th in the NBA with 8.6. I mean, Chris Paul has 8.8. So if you're giving Chris Paul and Trae Young and Luka Doncic in the 90s, I think you could also give Jokic about that. You know, I don't think that's like out of the question. So that being said, I think also playmaking should be in the high 80s. But that's the thing. If you do that, Nikola Jokic's rating goes from like a 95 to maybe even like a 97. And then that brings a whole new question, right? Like, does Nikola Jokic, does he deserve a 97 rating? And before you think,
oh no, Pack,
they've been winning a lot of games lately. 5 games in a row lately, right? And on top of that, they think right now in voting like ladder, Nikola Jokic is expected to be the MVP of the season. So like, I don't know, dude. Maybe he is a 97. That'd be putting him with company of like Kawhi Leonard, Giannis, Kevin Durant. Like, you're putting him in like extreme elite company. But he has made it conference finals. He has done it. I mean, at what point do you go, maybe this dude does deserve to be talked about? And I think, you know what? I'm not afraid to say it. Maybe Jokic does deserve to be a 97 overall. Unpopular opinion. Maybe. And he's clutch. Shit. Oh, the 2K and Instagram, they just showed this like post. It's the Nets and the Lakers. These new lineups are stacked. Which team are you running with 2K? Obviously, the Nets team is stupid. KD, Harden, Blake Griffin, LaMarcus, I hate you, and Kyrie. Just insanity. People are straight up saying, look, Nets are so unfair. If Brooklyn doesn't win the chip this year, I'm gonna be convinced the league is rigged. Like, Nets are obvious. Like, yeah, I mean, just talent alone, it's not even fair, bro. Like, and KD's finally coming back, so Nets are gonna start playing. Like, bro, it's not even fair. Yeah, I'm not afraid to say the Nets are kind of broken, but they're not a good defensive team. And I will say this forever: you have to be a defensive team to win championships. Look back in history. Nobody that was a bad defensive team ever won a championship, ever. Why is it going to change now? I know this team has more talent than ever, like offensively, but like, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see in the playoffs, man. You're going to have to like clamp up. All right, something that I'm happy to talk about, Julius Randle, plus 188 overall. I would have never thought Julius Randle would be that high in my life, but here we are, man. And you know what? People are hyping it up. People are happy. Even the Knicks are like, okay, Julius, up in stonks, baby. People are saying you should be at least a 90 overall, but like, all right, let's chill. That's a little high. I mean, I had no complaints, bro. I love watching Julius Randle. I miss the cornrows though. Needs to bring it back. Like, cornrows, Julius Randle is the greatest Julius Randle of all time. But yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. But what I am complaining about is RJ Barrett, and I think everybody agrees. RJ Barrett only gets a 2+ increase, making him an 81 overall, making him tied as the 3rd best player on the Knicks. If you've been watching the Knicks this season, RJ Barrett is easily the 2nd best player on the team. It is insanity, right? We got people saying, why is RJ Barrett under Tyrese Halliburton? Like, people are mad because Tyrese Halliburton's an 82 overall. RJ Barrett at least should be an 85 in my opinion. He's playing way too damn good to be an 81, especially in the first time they actually did something with him. I mean, can you disagree? These ratings are absolute garbage. RJ Barrett is on fire this year. Look, man, I don't complain much with ratings, but RJ Barrett is at least an 84 overall. At least. And he's been super consistent lately too. Like, it's just his 3-point shooting's been going up. He's a great defender on the team and finishes in the paint like at will. You can't, like, there's nothing you can tell me that justifies RJ Barrett being so low when they're a playoff team in the East and he's the 2nd best player easily. He needs to be at least in the mid 80s, like at least. And finally, one that some people are pretty mad about is Bam. Like, they're actually really mad about Bam. I'm coming down here. So why is Bam going down? How did Bam and Vucevic go down? I got 138 likes. How did Bam decrease 68 likes? Makes zero sense. 2K's booty. Look, man, like, people are pretty mad about Bam going down, and that's, you know, they just won like 4 in a row again. The Heat are healthy again. Bam has definitely been one of the players on this team. Is like the reason. It's him and Jimmy Butler, because Jimmy Butler's been pretty good too. Like, there's no denying that. Bam drops down. People are being pretty mad about that. But then, you know, some people are like, why is Julius Randle over Bam? Which, to be fair, don't be disrespectful. Even though the Heat have beaten us every single time we play them this season, you could argue that at least they're even, right? They should be at least even. But obviously, Bam is a way better defender than Julius Randle, but Julius Randle has a way more offensive game than Bam. So it's like, you could argue either way. But still, people are pretty mad about both of these. I get the hate. I think, look, Bam just dropped 29, 9, 5, and 5. How did he drop? And they have a point, especially when he's an elite defender. I think Bam needs to be at least a 90, while Jimmy Butler's like a 91. And I think that, like, evens out for that, you know? I think that's fair. Okay, these are all my opinions, and these are what people are thinking on Twitter. What do you think about all these topics? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, please give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time. If you want all the latest news of NBA 2K and also NBA in general, you should follow me on my Twitter account at PackHoopsYT. Not only that, I do giveaways all the time when it comes to VC, games, and also even consoles. So check it out, follow me, and see you there.